gather as the Escondido City Council is set to discuss its contract with ICE.
A man convicted of killing his sister and nephew and trying to kill his mother faces a judge for sentencing.
The city of San Diego is searching for a new management company for the Tecolote Canyon Golf Course. I have more on the timeline of their search.
Digging in the sand could soon cost you in Del Mar a beach tradition that's soon to be against the law.
A lot of cool stuff is happening in our skies over the next week. We'll hear from the experts on what's happening and the best time to see it.
A story of courage you have to hear about a BMX world champion and her health challenge waiting for her at the finish line.
News 8 live at 6 starts right now.
People in Escondido are pushing back tonight against a long-standing deal that allows ICE agents to train at the city's police gun range. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Carlo Cicchetto.
I'm Marcella Lee. The agreement existed quietly for years until tougher federal immigration enforcement brought it into the spotlight. And tonight, Escondido City Council is set to debate the contract.
News 8's Steffi Roche joins us live from City Hall in Escondido, where protesters gathered ahead of that meeting. And Steffi, what are they saying?
Right. Well, right now we're outside of the city council meeting, and there is a huge turnout tonight. Just take a look here behind me. This is the overflow of people outside of the meeting, and the residents, they're demanding that the city stop allowing ICE agents to train at the local police department range. Now, Escondido once had a close alliance with ICE that allowed immigration officers to work at police headquarters and coordinate on vehicle stops. Now, that partnership ended in 2017. Now, protesters in Escondido say they were unaware of the contract allowing ICE to train at the gun range in the city's hillsides until advocates found the agreement online recently. Police Captain Eric Whitholt has said that Escondido provides the space under a deal signed by ICE in 2024 and renewed this year, though ICE has been training at the outdoor range off a winding road outside the downtown for more than a decade. Ahead of tonight's meeting, I spoke with advocate Yusuf Miller with the North County Equity and Justice Coalition.
This training range is not for conversation, it's not for peace, it's not for de-escalation, it is for killing, using lethal weapons to train and practice on. They don't seem to need training on that. What they need training on is compassion, they need training on humanity, and they need to get rid of this violence that they're doing and terrorism that they're doing in our communities. So we will not be a hub for that type of lethal action.
The city will reportedly receive over $22,000 a year for up to 3 years under the agreement involving the San Diego branch of ICE's Homeland Security investigations. And Captain Whitholt is scheduled to present at this meeting tonight. We're going to have more on this at 10 on the CW San Diego and at 11 on CBS. But for now, reporting live from Escondido, I'm Steffi Roche, News 8.
Thank you, Steffi. The fight over how Americans vote is heating up ahead of the 2026 midterms. From new ID proposals to fears of federal overreach, state leaders are clashing with Washington over who controls our elections.
News 8 State Matters political reporter Jenny Hubb breaks down what's at stake for you.
Wednesday morning in Washington, Democratic federal officials, including California senators, led a spotlight forum on what they call Trump's attempt to take over federal elections.
And perhaps most importantly, I'm asking you to approve the Save America Act.
President Donald Trump's State of the Union address Tuesday night shows clear partisan divide over the Safeguard American Voter Eligibility, or SAVE Act, as Republicans stand and cheer and Democrats sit in silence.
Cheating is rampant in our elections. It's rampant.
It passed the House of Representatives largely along party lines and remains stalled in the Senate. It would require proof of citizenship, like a passport or birth certificate, for voter registration in federal elections and photo IDs to vote in person. It would also mandate states take new steps to remove non-citizens from voter rolls.
It is very much a voter suppression bill. It is very much a voter purge bill.
The president has tried to take control of elections, spread misinformation, and threatened folks working to keep elections secure.
California Senator Alex Padilla, Attorney General Rob Bonta, and Chief Elections Officer Secretary of State Shirley Weber say this is federal overreach.
The authority over election resides with the states.
Can you say confidently that there are no non-citizens that are registered to vote in California right now?
Not that I know of. There are none.
Trump is also pushing to do away with what he calls crooked mail-in voting.
Before he became president, he always voted by mail.
California officials say they're preparing for how Trump may pursue his call to nationalize elections ahead of the midterms.
The Democratic attorneys general, 24 of us now, are gaming out all of the potential scenarios that we can think of for how our elections will be attacked or undermined.
Bonta says California already had a preview of what's to come during its Proposition 50 special election. The Department of Justice sent federal election monitors to several counties, to which the governor responded at the time.
This is about voter intimidation. This is about voter suppression. They do not believe in fair and free elections.
California deployed its own observers in response and has also legally challenged the White House over demands to share voter data.
If Trump wants a lawful election, all he has to do is nothing.
The legislature is also weighing in. On Thursday, Democratic state senators will discuss legislation tackling federal overreach and intimidation in elections. Jenny Hutt, News 8.
Thanks, Jenny. An hours-long police standoff in the Midway District today ended with an arrest. Chopper 8 was over the scene at Midway Drive, where San Diego police say they responded to a call about an assault with a deadly weapon. Officers say the suspect may have been armed and was barricaded alone inside a motel room. Police evacuated that motel as a precaution and then shut down part of Midway Drive while they worked the situation. We are still waiting to learn whether anyone was hurt. We're working for you to get more details, and we'll share them as soon as we learn more. An emotional day in court as a man was sentenced for murdering his sister and nephew and trying to kill his 86-year-old mother. News 8's Kelly Hessedall was in the courtroom as several family members gave powerful victim impact statements.
And the courtroom was packed with about 20 family members of both the victims as well as the defendant. Now, people were crying. There were several people who spoke out during sentencing, including the defendant's mother, who demanded her son turn around and look at her, but he refused.
We're going to survive. We're going to stay together as a family. You're not. You might as well just joke your life right now. I wouldn't introduce you to the devil.
86-year-old June Bushy didn't hold back as she spoke directly to her son, William Bushy, about the murders of his 61-year-old sister, Lori, and 33-year-old nephew, Brett.
You have a lot to make up to, but I don't think you will. You don't have it in you. You never had it in you.
The killings happened in August of 2024. Prosecutors say Bushy used a shotgun to kill his relatives at his mother's Point Loma home. He also turned the gun on her, shot her in the chest, and shot off 3 of her fingers. Investigators say the motive was Bushy was worried he was going to be thrown out of the house. During victim impact statements, there were plenty of tears.
Billy, I was in the chapel last night just praying what I wanted to say to you. You took one of my best friends. The one man who understood me and my own family.
He was the person who would have loved you the most. My mom was not your enemy. She was the one who was the most upset. You didn't have a relationship with her and the family.
Brett's twin brother Kyle says he treated June's gunshot wounds. He says the ripple effect of the killings drove him to suicide.
I wrote a suicide note, my wife and Gertie. And then worst of all, I had a loaded gun in my mouth, and I had my only surviving brother topping off the ledge.
The judge sentenced Bushy to 2 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole, plus 82 years behind bars. Despite everything, Bushy's nephew Ryan said this.
I don't believe you're lost, guys. So Billy, I forgive you.
And as he said that, you could kind of see tears well up in Bushy's eyes. Now, he did not speak during the hearing today, so obviously this family has been through quite a bit, but hopefully with this sentence, the healing process can begin. Kelly Hessedall, News 8.
Thank you, Kelly. The Tecolote Canyon Golf Course is closed, but the city of San Diego is searching for a new management team for the cherished course.
We first told you about this last night. News 8's Alex Cheney talked with the city today about their timeline to get the course back into swing. Alex?
Yeah, that's right. The Tecolote Golf Course, when it first closed, it created a huge reaction from the community of golfers who really love golfing here. The reason why it closed? A sewer project that runs through the entire course and shut down a few holes. And now the city of San Diego wants a new management and operation team to come in so that this golf course can be better than ever. Instead of the sounds of clubs swinging and balls sticking to the greens, it was cranes and forklifts at the Tecolote Canyon Golf Course today. The city of San Diego started a trunk sewer line construction project that cuts through the golf course, shutting down multiple holes and rendering the course unplayable. American Golf managed the course for the last 3 decades, and now the city is in search of a new management company.
American Golf was on an expired lease, so it was the natural time to close out that former chapter, look toward the future investment of the course, and look toward a new management and operating plan.
The city will host tours of the course to potential operators on March 23rd and 24th.
So we just launched a request for proposals, an RFP. It's on the city website. It launched on Friday.
The city is looking for the new operator to come in and renovate the course, install a new irrigation system, and expand on the potential of the golf course.
We would like to see investment into the course itself, greens, bunkers, driving range, clubhouse, restaurant. We think there's a lot of upside potential for the offering.
The 18-hole executive course sits in a canyon near Claremont, Bay Park, and Linda Vista. It's been one of the most affordable public courses, costing $50 a round, making it a favorite among local golfers.
It's a beloved community asset where no frills, no pretension, but you can come and really challenge your short game and have a great morning, great afternoon, and play with friends.
We've previously reported on the city seeking more favorable terms in its golf course leases moving forward, but when I asked today, they didn't have any specifics to share. The city says the sewer construction project will finish in the summer, and they'd like the course to reopen soon after so that golfers can resume playing at this community jewel.
It's got a vibe that I think is unmatched in San Diego, and once you play it, you realize it and you fall in love with it.
Now, the city did say there was some concern that this area was going to be turned into houses, but they said, fear not, this is going to stay a golf course. Those proposals are due to the city by April 14th, and even then, it would still have to be approved by City Council. Reporting live, I'm Alex Cheney. Back over to you.
Thanks, Alex. A new law will shut down a popular beach time tradition in one local city.
We'll have those details on a major milestone reached today for Rady Children's Hospital, still ahead.
Plus, we'll explain why you're going to want to keep your eyes on the skies in the coming days.
And well, you'll also have some clear skies, especially inland. Now, closer towards the coast, it's going to be a different story as we do have that shallow marine layer bringing the coastal clouds, also potential for some dense fog at times, and then also impacting the metro cities. We'll take a look at your complete forecast coming up.